This is really interesting. It looks like Facebook changed some things that yeah. Oh, there we go. Hey, Facebook changed some things on the live stuff that I was not aware of. So I've been working that out. Hey, good morning, you and you. So I just wanted to take some time to reconnect with you. How are you feeling? If you see me looking in two different directions, I'm connecting. When I'm looking this direction, I am connecting with you on Facebook. And when I'm looking up here, I am connecting with you on Instagram. So, how are you feeling? Feels pretty uncertain right now, doesn't it? I know I feel uncertain at times. I know that these types of times also are times where we have a hard time focusing on our well-being and being well in the world. And it can be really challenging anyway. And then you kind of heap on a lot of the different aspects that are happening in our world today and how we're thinking about doing and being different or better or looking at things very differently than maybe we did before, or could be compounding some things that people are experiencing. And so, over the course of the last couple of days, I have had a personal and professional increase in my clients and my family and friends, people who aren't even clients or who were once clients, reaching out and referring people to me as well. And just seeking some guidance, seeking some time to brainstorm with someone who's kind of in an objective space to help manage through this process. And for those of you that may not know or know me well, my clients are individuals who are going through transition in their leadership career or in their companies or in their communities. And so this is a big transitional time because a lot of individuals are experiencing doing work very differently. They're having to be around family and friends very differently. And then if they are in the service industry where they're having to serve people face to face or even on the phone, it can be really challenging for everyone. And so, while there has been this increase for me in being of service, I am taking care of myself. And my biggest part of this is that I am thinking of you and I have concern for you. And my heart is that during this time together, that that you'll be able to use this resource, that this mindfulness practice that I'm going to take us through in 8 minutes or less. That will they'll be able to take all of it or parts of it throughout your day, because you can do this practice sitting up or sitting or standing up, and um, especially when we are working with others, we're in service to others, or we come in contact with each other, it can be really difficult to stay present. And this mindfulness practice, my hope is that you will feel just a little bit more supported, that you'll feel a little bit more grounded, and also that you feel a little bit more patient, specifically for and with yourself, but also with other individuals that you may come into contact with. And so, in 8 minutes or less, this mindfulness practice, mindfulness in its most simplistic form. There's a lot more to it, but in mindfulness in its most simplistic form, it's just a little bit of time to be present to, with, and for yourself. And it's a hard thing to do when you are an individual who, if you're a caretaker or you're in service to others, you're responsible for others. There's a lot of leaders are responsible for others in their communities, in their families, and in the companies and businesses that they're a part of. So my hope is that you take this 8 minutes or less to just get connected with yourself. And oftentimes, when we can just get connected with ourselves and be really present with ourselves, It's not the solution, right? It's not a cure all, but it really is a moment for your brain, your body, and your heart to just take a rest. And especially with all the things that are happening, all the information that's flowing, a lot of the emotions that are coming up and flowing as well. This 8 minutes or less will hopefully just give you a little bit more space to feel your feelings, to recognize and acknowledge your emotions, and then free up some brain space to allow you to problem solve and be creative in this particular time. So, with that said, you can do this standing up or sitting down. I'm sitting down right now. And so you can have your eyes open. You can also keep your eyes closed. I recommend, if you're able to, just to close your eyes. And I'm actually going to do this with you with my eyes closed, but if you don't want to or you don't feel safe with your eyes closed, don't do it. You don't have to. If you have your eyes open, just focus on a particular item. If you can, and if you're able, maybe something outside, or just even just looking down at your feet is fine too. So I'm just going to practice this with you. So if you are sitting down, you want to make sure that your feet are grounded on the floor. And if you're standing, make sure you have a little bit of a bend in your legs. And just take a deep breath, just however that deep breath comes to you. And if you're breathing from here, that's okay. I would encourage you to start breathing from your belly. So imagine expanding your whole belly and then just letting it go. And whether you're standing or sitting, if you'll just be aware of your feet. Maybe you're barefoot and you can feel the ground underneath your feet. I wear flip-flops, so just feeling the coolness on my toes, or if you've got shoes on, just how your feet feel in those shoes. Let's take another deep breath in and out, and imagine your shoulders dropping just a little bit. I know through a lot of this time that we're experiencing, our shoulders kind of go up to our ears. We don't even realize it until we take this moment to be present with self. If you're sitting, maybe just recognize how the chair is supporting your body. And if you're standing, just recognize how the floor is keeping you grounded and how it's supporting you as well. And in this moment, just feel your ankles, be aware of your knees, acknowledge your hips. Feel how your spine feels, like one vertebrae at a time, starting at the base and just slowly kind of imagining the breath moving up through your spine. Acknowledge your shoulders. Feel your elbows. Maybe be even just aware of how the palms or the centers of your hands feel. It might feel a little tingly or warm. It might be cold. My hands are cold. Take another deep breath in and out. And I just want you to be aware of your jaw, how it feels. It might feel a little tight. Maybe stretch it a little bit. Just acknowledge the muscles behind your eyeballs. A lot of tension gets built up within your eyes and your temples and your jaws, which create a lot of tension headaches. You can feel a little achy. We strain a lot when we look at our phones and our computers. Take another deep breath in and out. And just be aware of how the top of your head feels. Take another deep breath in and out, and Encourage you to just use that breath. Maybe feel how it kind of enters in out of your nose or your mouth. Listen to the sounds that are around you. And just in this moment, just tell yourself thank you for taking just a few minutes to be present with yourself so that when you go through this day and you are working or you are with your family or whatever that circumstance is that you've taken some time just to honor you and be present for you. Take another deep breath in and out. And when you're ready, just come back into this space. And so we did all of that in less than 8 minutes. And actually, the practice itself was 5 minutes. So I hope that you found this helpful. A lot of you reached out to me asking if I would do this. And so let me know what else I can do to support you. I'll have some additional resources that I'm sharing. For those of you that are on Instagram, a lot of the content that I'm sharing that you are takeaways can be found on my Facebook page or on LinkedIn, on my LinkedIn page as well. And then for those of you that see these resources that I'm sharing, if you feel that it's in the best interest of the people that you know, feel free to share that information. I'm here to serve and support you. That is why I believe I'm here on this planet, is to serve and support you in ways that make you feel supported or just a little bit more supported. Facilitate a space of joy and fulfillment, not just in your career and the impact that you make when you outreach to other people or are responsible for other people, but also for yourself. I hope today you're able to take at least one more moment to be present with yourself and maybe share that with the people around you. I believe that you are an amazing human. I am so grateful that I am getting to know you and that I get to be connected with you. I will connect with all of you soon.